my camera is shit, but then my phone's camera is always shit at night. Um, it is 12:06. I just did a dye job and it came out amazing. We'll see. Not really, because it kind of dyed my other things. Well, I put it in the washer. Because now I'm a fashion designer now. Well, I fix my clothes. I don't really make new clothes because it's really hard. But I just came on here. Ew, I did not like that. I did not like that at all. I'm really tired actually, and I haven't been sleeping well. No. My brother went out. I hope he brings me back food.
Let's talk about it.
If he doesn't bring me back food, he's a bitch. Anyway, I was thinking about moles. I just wanted to share my opinion on moles and freckles. Now, I'm a person that has a lot of moles and freckles on me, on my face, and other. And I just came from seeing this edit. I just don't know what show that is, but I should give it a try maybe. It's been so long since I've watched anime though. Like, when I watch anime, I usually watch the animes that I used to watch as a child and did not age well at all. I have a migraine. I had a nosebleed today. I literally woke up with the fucking nosebleed. And they went everywhere this time. And because I've been having a lot more nosebleeds lately. And when I nosebleed, it takes like more than 10 minutes for it to stop. And I get so annoyed. Like, I don't mind getting a nosebleed, but if it's only like a minute or 5 minutes, fine. But my nosebleeds are never that short. Back to this, I was talking about that because I saw the guy had moles on his neck. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. I've been very intrigued with moles lately and the placement of moles. Not the meaning of the placement, just the placement on moles. I never knew people would have neck moles until I saw an edit of something that very much intrigued me. Like moles on people's faces, yes, like on the nose. I love a good like mole on the nose. I love a good mole on the eyes, around like the lip area. Just a mole on the face is just always so hot. And on the back, I love back moles. I love back moles and front moles. Yes. Around the chesticle area. So nice. But I never really thought of moles on the neck. That's very intriguing. I remember one time I was on the bus. A lot happens on the bus because my headphones are on and I just sit there and think about life and stuff. Like one time I was on the bus and I saw this guy and he had a double helix. Literally, I only know it's called a helix because I was like, this is the coolest guy I've ever seen in my life. I never saw his front. I actually never saw his face. I only saw like the back of his head and his ears. And he had like a double helix. And I was like, this is the coolest guy ever. I should get a helix. I never got my helix because I'm scared of needles. So that never happened. I booked an appointment, but I got sick the day. 1, 2, I'm actually scared of needles. I'm so afraid of needles. I really I wanted nipple piercings, but I'm so scared. I'm actually so afraid of needles. Of those needles. It's just no. Even for a belly button piercing. But I have a short torso, so I don't think that would like. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't think I would ever get that. But I'm getting off topic. Something about but that I was on the bus and this girl was sitting on the bus and she had like freckles, a bunch of freckles everywhere, and I was like, oh my goodness gracious! Something like in my brain kind of like shifted. Like I knew I liked moles, but I was wondering how like where do they lead? Like I wanted to walk up to her and ask her how far her down her like her moles go, like her freckles, like how deep are her freckles. Um, but I thought that was weird, so I didn't ask it because I think it's weird because she was a stranger. But I think I would ask somebody though because I really want to know someone with freckles. I think I really like freckles. It's very intriguing. But yeah, now yeah, back to the neck moles, like two neck moles. I feel like I wanna like I feel like I know I wanna like measure how big my bite is. Um yeah. And then at the back moles I wanna connect the dots and see what I could create. And the front moles. Like I really I wanna see how far that goes. But no one has yeah. Yeah. And be like, what are you talking about moles and biting like this? Because I saw someone talking about secretary and how freaky the movie, how it's a freak cinema. And although I do agree with that, I only to some extent. Ooh, it's dried. I'll show you. This seems weird. But it's not like a movie, like a freak movie. I feel like it's like entry level freak, if I'm being honest. Like, is it a freaky movie? Yeah, but the guy's kind of pathetic, and not pathetic in a good way. Like pathetic and like, oh, pathetic loser. Oh, I'd like. I just look. This was white. I wanted to dye it pink, and this is perfect because it came out pink. But this is too light of a pink. Everything else got the red because it was red. I wanted it to be red. Oh my god. This is perfection. But everything else kind of got dyed the pinkish color. Like even my sweatpants. I don't know if you could tell or not. But yeah, you could tell on some parts. But yeah, my pink skirt. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes. And then these jeans also got like a pink hue to them now. Like, but that's fine. I'm fine with that actually. Oh my god. That's exactly what I wanted. That's why I stayed up late. But like I was saying, like it's like entry, like secretary. It's not even like that freak of a movie. Like low-key, the guy's really pathetic. Like I keep saying this, the guy is really pathetic, and not in a good way. Like I love a pathetic like guy like anybody else on this planet, but like pathetic in the sense that he still is, you know, that the guy is not still like that. Like he's pathetic. Like oh my god, he's pathetic in a, ugh, like ooh. Cause, and it's cause I keep forgetting her name, but the girl, it's not Lainey, but the girl, she just like, cause she has low self esteem. She has low self esteem, so she's really easy to control and manipulate. When the ex-wife came back, his ex-wife, he literally hid under her desk. If I saw that, if I had a crush on a man, and his ex-wife came to see him at his office to complete a divorce, because mind you, they're getting a divorce. But he went and hid under his desk like a little bitch. And I'm not causing that little bitchiness. I don't want that. Sorry. I don't want that. Because it's only ever dominant with, I think her name was Lainey. I don't think it was Lainey. I think I'm thinking of another movie. But I don't want that. I'll get the ick. But she didn't because he's the only one that kind of like controlled her, and she liked that control. But I feel like I would like a control of not actually I don't like being controlled. I do not like being controlled. My parents know that. Everyone around me kind of knows that. I do not like being controlled. But look at it. It came out so good. It came out so good. Oh my god. I wanted it because like realization, something like that. The brand had like a silk polka dot, like a red, like a ladybug dress, and I couldn't afford it because I'm broke. No, I could have, but that's too much money, and that was USD, and I live in Canada, and it was like 100 something USD. Now in Canadian USD, that's like $500. Not really, but kind of is. And I just couldn't justify me spending that much money on a fucking dress. I don't care if it sucks. Because this is cotton, and this would be good for the summer. This is, cotton, like, yeah, this is mostly cotton and spandex. So, thank you. Oh my god. Look at it. So cute. And then this is, I was looking, because I want to do a blood orange theme, because I love blood orange. I didn't get to see him in concert. I actually really regret that. It keeps me up at night. But I wanted like a blood orange theme, so I found this like hot pink skirt, but blood orange, the dinner EP, where it's only bad girl and dinner, the cover, like the pink and orange, that's the colors I wanted. I'm gonna dye this even darker pink. I couldn't find the darker pink, but I'll try to find that dark pink so I can dye it. Anyways, so I went thrifting. I was like, I found a Depop, a Miss 60 skirt, that shade of pink, but I was too late. I didn't buy it, unfortunately, so I didn't get it. So I was like, you know what? I could find that at a thrift store. But I found this white denim skirt. It was longer. I had to cut it because it's summer. I cut it, and yeah, I'm gonna dye it out even hotter pink. Oh my god, so good. But yeah, so no. With Secretary, it's just people are going freak cinema, freak cinema. I love James Spader like anybody else. I love me some James Spader because, you know, so good. But Secretary, like the first time I watched it, I think I was 16 because I watched it alongside Mona Lisa's Smile. Everyone should watch Mona Lisa's Smile. It's actually a really good movie. If there's no black people or people of color, or that was only white. And maybe Italian. If you know, you know. But yeah, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So after seeing I was gonna say Megan Gyllenhaal. I forgot her name. Oh my god, I guess like my brain is not functioning. Sleep deprived. I've not had a good sleep for like I don't know how long. But anyway, yeah. After seeing her in that, because I really liked her character, I went to look at what to watch next, and then I found Secretary, and I watched that because you know it was easier to find too. Well, honestly, I think you watch it on YouTube. Anyway, yeah, I found that. It's like the age of 16, I did like it. I was like, oh my god, yes. But now I'm like in my 20s, and it's like as you grow, so does your freak, you know? It's like, oh, um, I really liked it because of the tree scene. That got me going. Because after that, I also watched Pretty Woman. I usually watch those like three in order. I have to watch Mona Lisa Smile, and then I have to watch Secretary, and then I watch Pretty Woman. Because Pretty Woman, the piano scene, so good, so good. That piano scene is so good. It's one of my favorite like scenes in a movie ever. Because the tree scene in when they got married in Secretary, I like it too. I like it too. But yeah, I get like why people like it. I'm not gonna like bash someone's yum, you know. I get why people like it, but you know, I've seen like I think I might like I want to get into more James Spader movies because he's such a freak. He like does a lot of eroticas, and I think the art of erotica is dead in cinema. So they're trying. It's not working. They're really trying though, but it's just not working. But I might give that a try because I really like freak nasty movies. People said, I mean, I've watched the piano, like the piano teacher, and then I've watched. Oh my god, what is that called? What is that called? What is that called? What is that called? You know, but the one girl with the dolls, and then she's like the gross and disgusting, and people like pull that scene of the guy who was in Clueless that says, "I like disgusting, gross me, please, disgust me, please," and people are like, "Liar! He's such a liar! He's such a liar!" This is longer than I expected, but I like to talk. So, if okay, there's levels to freakness. I think he is kind of a freak, but he wasn't her level kind of a freak, because her level kind of a freak was another level kind of freak. His level kind of freak was down here. Her level was like up there. Now, I like biting like anyone else. I don't like getting bit though. Bite me, I'm gonna call the police. So I'm gonna like in your neck. Anyway, bam. It was, yeah, it was interesting. Like it was People are like, oh, he's not a real one, he's not a real one. No, I think he is disgusting, but like he's disgusting in a different way. Like, he was like, oh my God. Mm. I would never drink someone's blood. I would never like someone's blood. I would never play with someone's blood because blood, as a person who like gets nosebleeds a lot, I don't know if like, no, I work in a hospital as well. So the blood kind of like thickens and it becomes like jelly almost. So I'm not, and also STDs are on the rise, y'all. Like STDs, HIV, syphilis is on the rise. And it's being transmitted through like sexual and intercourse stuff. No, thank you. So please be safe. Yeah, one thing. But yeah, I'm not drinking someone's blood. Like, I'm not doing that. Like that anyway. Like, I need to like trust you, know you before I ever do that. And play with your blood. No. But it was interesting. It was actually really interesting. I liked it better than the piano teacher. The piano teacher had me like, yeah. I mean, it was really weird when I saw like hers like still sleeping in the same bed as her mom. Her and her mom's relationship was weird to begin with, yes. But then a feel good movie that's kind of freaky is Emily. Oh my God, I love Emily. It's so good. That was a really good one that I really liked. It's kind of freaky, but not too freaky, and it's really fun. But freaky enough for like weird girl. Like for if you're like if you consider yourself like a weird girl who kind of doesn't follow social norms in a way and just is kind of living in your own world. Yeah, Emily is good. Emily's good. And you kind of talk to yourself like I'm doing right now. Yeah, Emily's good. It's really good. So give that a watch instead of, I don't know. But yeah. Because when it comes to erotica movies, it gets mostly just Japan makes really eroticas, but if you don't mind, some gruesome rape scenes, then yeah. Because I was watching this Japanese film. I don't know what it's called. I forgot what it was called, but it was so weird. I'm very conflicted, and I'm not conflicted because of how weird it is. I'm conflicted of the actions that were taken. It conflicts me so much because at the same time it's like, well, yes, but then it's also like, uh, I have morals. Like I have morals. So basically, I don't know what it's called, but if you would, I don't know. And if you know, I guess. But it's this girl. The guy likes this girl, but the guy kind of has a weird thing. They're friends. I think they're friends. I was watching this at work. Well, I was watching this at work because I had nothing to do, so I watched it at work. But anyway, so basically, likes this girl because they're in the same class. That Japanese sport that, yeah, they bash each other like that. Anyway, they do that together, and then he snipped her gym clothes that were sweaty and disgusting. I was like, okay, on normal stuff, and then they started dating, and I was like, oh, okay, nice, so cute, so cute. And then they're about to do and he was sick, and he was like, I don't want to get infected, so let's not do that. And I was like, okay, yes. And then he's not sick anymore, and he couldn't get it up. And then she's like, can I use your bathroom? And I was like, okay, one second, let me go like clean it up, And he goes in there and he cleans it up, and he puts in a recording tape. I was like, okay. But then he doesn't tell her. I was like, okay. And then she goes and she pees. Then it's like, okay, good, we're gone. He goes to the bathroom, gets the tape out, and masturbates to himself, peeing. To her peeing sound. I was like, okay, freak. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And she finds that out because he recorded it and like literally taped it and like made it's not a CD player, but the one before the CD with the thingy, and you put it on your radio and then you cover, it's not a CD. Is it a CD? I don't know. And he listens to it and it's like, this sounds familiar. This is me pissing. And then he calls him a pervert. And that's when I learned that the word hentai means pervert, because that's what she kept calling her. He kept calling her, she kept calling him a hentai. And then she kept saying that. And he's like, yeah. And he took it. And I was like, okay. And he still went after her, and he's still going after her. And then there's I want to say it's not judo. In the thing in club, there was the senior guy who broke up with his girlfriend after he heard that those two broke up, because she broke up with him because she's not into that. So she says, um, she's not into that. Now I get like she was felt violated, because I would too, but she's not into that. So she yeah, they broke up, and now the senior guy broke up with his girlfriend just to be with her because he heard those two broke up, and he tells her that, and start going on dates. Okay, I thought, okay, maybe they're gonna break up and they're gonna get back together. So he goes to her house, waits in the rain, pouring rain. This is not in order, by the way. Waits in the pouring rain, for her to forgive her. And it's like, I'm gonna go. She tells him, I'm gonna go on the date with this guy. You're gonna follow me around and watch what we do on that date. He said, okay. Oh, this is the pathetic I'm talking about. But it's to a point. At the beginning, I was like, yes, yes. But then at the end, I was like, oh. I was conflicted. Actually, really conflicted. I had very conflicting feelings with this. Anyway, so he walks around and he watches them go on this date, and they're having fun, but she knows he's there. And then they go to the bath. She's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. She tells the senior guy she's on the date with, and he goes in the bathroom with her. And then she's like, so how does it feel watching me like go on a date with another guy? He's like, okay. And then her and the senior guy, I don't know how it happened, but she got really mad at him. He came to her house and he was like outside banging. Her whole family knows it, like he's pining after her, and they don't really know what's going on. Anyway, she gets really mad at him because she's like, my whole life is ruined. You ruined my life. This is all your fault. Everything is going on wrong in my life because of you. And so she beats him down. I was like, okay. It wasn't like that beating, but she got really mad at him. But then she's like, okay, you get in my closet. If you want me to forgive you, get in my closet and don't come out until I tell you to come out. And I was like, okay, I can play that game. And then the senior guy comes over and they start talking, and he hears them. She makes as much loud sounds as she can, and she hears, like, he's hearing all of this. He's hearing all of them go at it. He's hearing them go at it, and he's crying, and he has a... And I was like, I was so conflicted. I was so confused whether to enjoy it or not. No, but this didn't happen only one time. This kept happening. And then one time they were in the attic, and they were going at it. Her and the senior guy, not her and the other guy, the main guy, her and the senior guy, and he's watching them, but the senior guy doesn't watch, and she's really fully engaged in this. And then when they were done, mind you, it was like 5 minutes, so not that long. When they were done, the senior guy's like, wow, this feels so different. Like, is there something, like, do you feel so different? Like, I think I'm in love with you. Good, boom, boom, can do that. Like, I'm just saying. And then he goes home, because she's like, oh, my parents are coming, you should go home. And so he goes home. He comes out. He's sweaty. He's kind of like turned on. I was like, okay. And she started stepping on him. I was like, yes. Is she gonna? And the first time they did that, he peed his pants. Or was this time? He peed his pants one time. He either peed his pants or I don't know what it was, but he did that. And then she got her sister who lives with them is like, I know you like the main guy. I don't know why you're dating the senior guy when you like the main guy. And she's like, ew, I don't like him. So she calls him, and she's like, she went to this like spring house. She's like, I'm gonna be here, you should come. And then she calls the senior guy who's also her boyfriend now. It's like, you should also come here. And then I skipped, actually, because I was just getting so frustrated. I can't do cheating. I could do a lot of stuff, but cheating, I log off. I log off when cheating is involved. Well, technically she wasn't cheating, but she kind of was. It was this mind fuck that I went through with this. Next thing, I skipped that part, but I think they got exposed, because next thing they're in the forest. Skip that part. Next thing you know, apparently they were in the forest and there was a waterfall. She pushed him over the waterfall and beat him with a stick. a waterfall. A waterfall. A waterfall. High into the water. Niagara Falls, kind of, but smaller than that. I have a pimple there. I think she jumped after him. I don't know because she was also in the hospital. This man, this is the ending. This man, crutch, neck, spine, leg injured, crutches, walking. She's also in the hospital. I don't know what she's in the hospital for. Anyway, she also was injured. Like, I think she injured her head and neck. He also injured his head too. And she's like, and he's like, he came to see her because I think they're in the same hospital. And he asks her, they're just sitting there, and then she's like, I want a Coke. And he's like, okay, there's no elevator. Oh, nope. He told her, don't take the elevators, take the stairs. So he takes one broken leg, crushes. He takes the stairs and goes to get her a Coke. And then she's like, no, I want ginger ale or something like that. It's like 3 flights of stairs. Anyway, yeah, he goes down and gets her ginger ale. But then he comes back up 3 flights of stairs. 3 flights of like long ass stairs. Like of long ass stairs. And now she's not in the room anymore and she's gone. And then he went to find her and they're sitting by like the thing. And she's like, you know, next year, like, invite your friends. Let's go on this trip all together. Because he had one good friend. And it's like, invite him and let's go on this trip together. And he's like, okay. And they sit there and they stare at the sun as the sun goes down in this field, in this grass field that we began with. Both injured. And she lays his head on his shoulder. Good ending, if you ask me. I really like the ending. But, you know, making him watch her have with another guy kind of felt like cheating to me, and I don't like cheating. So that's why I'm so conflicted about it, because I was like, oh, but then I was like, But Japan makes really good like erotica films. Because I watched another one where the husband is cheating on his wife, and like this one wasn't a lot of talking, but it was also very like nude, which is like, you know, you should expect that. But it's very nude, but mostly from the girl. The guy was really ugly though. He was like someone's dad, like, who's been 3 children, going through a divorce. Like, he was gonna be. The girl was really hot though. But then the wife would like do rituals and like she would like cry and something like that. I didn't finish it. I didn't get to finish it. Right now I'm watching Lady Snowblood. I haven't finished it yet. But then I've jumped into like China, but the Chinese like they don't do erotica like that, because you know it's very sensitive over there. No, I think, but in the Mood for Love, I think it's more like Hong Kong though. So, but I really like the Mood for Love. But honestly, I hated that they have morals. The only thing I hate about it is that they have fucking morals. When I discovered that their partners were cheating on each other with each other, I was like, oh, that actually really shocked me. Because they're talking about, where'd you get that purse? You know, I wanted to get my wife that purse. You know, where'd you get it? And she's like, oh, I don't know. My husband got it for me. And it's like, oh, I like was it a tie? I think. It's like, yeah, I think it was a tie. Like, my husband has the same tie. Like, where'd you get it from? Like, I wanted to maybe go visit to see if they have more ties like that. And it's like, oh, my wife got it for me. I really liked how they did, like, the showing instead of telling. I want to watch more from that director because I think all his movies are really good. But yeah, I was really shocked when I discovered it was their partners cheating on each other with each other. Because I was like, oh, please cheat. I actually even wrote a song about it because at the one scene in the taxi where they were talking to each other and I thought they were gonna kiss. They were so close to kissing. Why do you have to have more? But we don't want to be like our spouses who cheat. I guess that's good. But fair game. But I guess that's good. You should actually have those kind of morals. Yeah. But no, I love In the Mood for Love. I didn't finish it either. I need to finish that actually. Anyway, I'm gonna go watch my Chinese dramas on YouTube. You know, the stereotypical one that you could watch on TikTok.